الذي واثقكم به إذ قلتم سمعنا وأطعنا واتقوا الله إن الله عليم بذات الصدور يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا قوامين لله شهداء بالقسط ولا يجرمنكم شنآن قوم على ألا تعدلوا اعدلوا هو أقرب للتقوى واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون وعد الله الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم مغفرة وأجر عظيم والذين كفروا وكذبوا بآياتنا أولئك أصحاب الجحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إذ هم قوم أن يبسطوا إليكم أيديهم فكف أيديهم عنكم واتقوا الله وعلى الله فليتوكل المؤمنون صدق الله العظيم
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hortaka gole maulumatai hortakun for kodde hidmataka gole gotu aamun hegun teri kurumuge gotu Department of Judicial Administration USAID adi American Bar Association goligen intizam kori Court of Federal Public Outreach Campaign Ifthithaah kurumuge rasmiyata emmeha hazirna barahun marhaba edanama.
A very warm welcome to the launching ceremony of the Court of Federal Public Outreach Campaign organized by the Department of Judicial Administration in collaboration with the USAID and the American Bar Association, the aim being to create awareness on the services delivered by the courts.
Mirasmiyat Kuriyadanigoy Husharamidani, Department of Judicial Administration ke Administrative Officer Algan Amha Abubakar, Adi Department of Judicial Administration ke Administrative Officer Mariam Shajan Shakir. Mirasmiyat Feshigan Diyai Kirit Kurun ke Barakatu. Kirit Kurun kiyawa vidala devvi Department of Judicial Administration ke Legal Officer Al-Ustaz Shihad. Efahu Mirasmiyat ke Bavarina Marhaba Denam ke Gotu Chief Judicial Administrator Al-Ustaza Aishat Rizna Waqful Dakawan. Chief Judicial Administrator the Waqful Fahu, Mission Director for USAID Sri Lanka and Maldives, Mr. Gabriel Brown Waqful Dakawan. Efahu Demonani Dimiraje Uttama Fadiyal, Honorable Al-Ustaz Ahmad Mutasim Adnan, Court of Federal Public Outreach Campaign Ifthithaah ko devumai Mirasmiyat ke Bavarina Muhadat Kurawa Waqful Dakawan. Mirasmiyat Nimigadani photo session ako.
I am Mariam Shajan Shakir, Administrative Officer of the Department of Judicial Administration. My colleague, Amha Abu Bakr, Administrative Officer of the Department of Judicial Administration, and I will be your hosts for the ceremony. Before we proceed, let me briefly introduce you to this event. The ceremony commenced with a recitation from the Holy Quran by Al-Ustaz Shuhad, Legal Officer from the Department of Judicial Administration. Chief Judicial Administrator Al-Ustazah Aisha Trisna will then deliver her welcome remarks. Following this, Mission Director for the USAID Sri Lanka and Maldives, Mr. Gabriel Grau, will address the attendees. This will be followed by the launching of the Kota Farida Public Outreach Campaign and address by the Guest of Honor, Honorable Chief Justice of the Maldives, Al-Ustaz Ahmad Mutasim Adnan. The ceremony will conclude with a group photo.
Kuriya Dengoti, Chief Judicial Administrator Al-Ustazah Aisha Trisnage Waqfu Dekemu.
May I now invite the Chief Judicial Administrator to deliver her welcome remarks. Chief Judicial Administrator Al-Ustazah Aisha Trisna.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hamda shukur kurang mi ummat ke man nabiya Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya salawata salam levun edi dua kurang. Adi mi salawata salam ga eman nabiya ge ituru alunna mitur sahabin shamil kurang. Divi rajyege uttama fandiyar Honorable Al-Ustaz Ahmad Mutasim Adnan, Judicial Service Commission ge NAB Rais Al-Ustaz Mastur Husni, Divi rajyege High Court hinge mahawal ve hunne fandiyar court takuge is gazing USAID adi American Bar Association ge is farata mirasmiyata wadan tibbevi emmeha befulun media officerun adi alun menge lobwet muazzafun assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. emme furutama kame gotun mirasmiyata wadan de vihuriha farattaka war boda marhaba dannawan adi miyadu alun men mi bawa rasmiyata ki court of farita mi namuga amun helun teri kurumattaka Sharui Dairag Faratun Hinga campaign launch kurunge gotum bawa rasmiyat kam fahak kurang. American Bar Association na eku Sharui Daira guligen miyadu mifeshe campaign ki court toge masekkettaka court takun amu farattaka demungenda hidmettaka adi rayitunna itura beenumwa kankamuge mawlumata ahuluveri kurumge gotum ahuluveri kurumge maqsadga feshigen kuriya genda campaign Igivadannavane fadan Sharui Daira in demungenda hidmetta hodumuga hidmetta hoda farattakan ahuluverifawa mimbaruge macha ಕೋರ್ತಕುನ್ ದೇವೆ ಹಿದ್ಮೆತ್ತಕ ಮೆದು ಹಿಂಗಮ ಜೆಹಿ ಅದಿ ಹುಷೆಳಿಗೆಂದ ಶಕುವಾತ ಮದುವೆಗೆಂದ ಕಮೆ ಎತ ಆಮು ರೈತುಂಗೆ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಬೊಡು ಎಕ್ ಕಂಬೊಡು ಮಕಿ ಮಸಲತಕ ಅದಿ ಕಂಕಮಂ ಎದಿ ಹುಷೆಳುಮ ಫಹು ಎಕಂಕಮುಗ ಕುರಿಯ ದಾಂಬಿ ಗೊತುಗೆ ರಂಗಳು ಮೌಲೂಮಾತ ಮಸಲೆಯ ಗುಳಿಗೆಂ ಇತುರ ಕುರಂಜೆಹೆ ಕಂಕಮುಗೆ ಮೌಲೂಮಾತ್ ಹೋದುಮುಗ ದಿಮಾವ ತಫಾತು ದತಿತ ಮಿಫದ ಮೌಲೂಮಾತ್ತ ಫೋರು ಕೊದ್ದೆವೆ ಫದ ಗೊತಕ ಬಟ್ಟಂ ಕುರೆವಿಗೆನ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಕುರೆವೆ ಮಿ ಕೆಂಪೇಣಕಿ ಮಿಕಮ ಕೊಮೆಸ್ ಮಿಂವರೆಗೆ ಅಲಿ ಮಗೆ ಲಿಬಿಗೆನ್ ದಾಣೆ ಕಮೆಕ್ಕಮ್ಗ ಅಳೋಣ್ ಮೆಂಗ ಬೂಲ್ ಕುರಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ತಕುಂ ಫೋರು ಕೊದ್ದೆ ವಸೀಲೆತ್ತಕ ಮಸೆಕ್ಕೆತ್ತಕ ಅದಿ ದೇವೆ ಹಿದುಮೆತ್ತಕ ಲುಯಿ ಫಸೇಹ ಗೊತ್ತಕೆನ್ ಹಮಜಸ್ಸೆ ಅದಿನುಮ ಏಕು ಕೋರ್ತಕ್ಗೆ ಮಸೆಕ್ಕತ್ತಕಂ ಅಹುಲ್ವೆರಿ ಕುರುಮ ಕೀವೆಸ್ ಹಮ ಎಹಾಮೆ ಮುಹಿಮ್ಮು ಕಮೆಕ್ಕಮ್ಗ ಅಳುವಣ್ ಮೆಂಗ ಬೋಲ್ ಕುರ ಮಿಕಂಕಮಕಿ ಹಗೀಗತುಗ ಶರುಯಿ ದಾಯಿರಾಯ ಮೆದು ಆಮುಂಗೆ ಇತುಬಾರ ಉಫೆದಿ ಮುಅಸ್ಸಸಾಯ ಮೆದು ಒಣ್ಣ ಇತುಬಾರ ಇತುರು ಕುರಿಯರು ಮೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಗೆಂದಾಂ ಹುಳುವೆ ದೊರುತಕೆ ಮೀ ಸರುಕಾರುಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿಕ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ನ ಶರುಯಿ ದಾಯಿರಾಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿಕ್ ಲಂಡನಿತ ಹೋಗೆ ತೆರೆಗಾವೆಸ್ ಹಿಮೆನೆ ಮುಹಿಮ್ಮು ದಾಯಿರಾಯೆ ಆಮುಂ ಹೇಲುನ್ ತೆರಿ ಕುರುಂಗೆ ಮಸೆಕ್ಕತಕಿ ಎಹೆಂಕಮುಂ ಅಳುವನ್ ಗಬೂಲ್ ಕುರಾಹಿಂ ಒತಿ ಮಿಯದು ಮಿಫೆಶೆ ಕೆಂಪೇನ ಕೀವೆಸ್ ಮಿ ಮಸೆಕ್ಕತಂ ಇತುರು ಕುರಿಯರು ಮೆಲ್ಲಿಬಿ ಅದಿ mi campaign ge zariyan kottakun deve hidmettaka hidumen hodumuga amal kuram vi goettahuge macca kottaka wadannawa faraattakasha adi enum ves goiggotun kottaka muamala kuranjehe farattaka fasehave adul insafa wasilumuge maga eligenda rangalu fiyawalege gotuga emmeha hazirin alun menge mi masekke kurumuga alun mena tafatu gina farattakum miwani ehi terikam for koddifa sharui daira zamana ikkota taraggi ko hidmettaka adi enum ves kankan rangaluko capacity mati kurumattaka ekweri gaumtaka jamia jamaataka gulum badahi kurumaki nuhanu muhimmu kame kuriya rafawa judiciary tahuga kankan hinga gota adi etantanuge masekketta kuriya deve gotaki aluwan me mi masekkatuga nuhanu beenun teri maulumata engigen daane tafatu agoetta egotun court of farita mi campaignaki sharui dairaya American Bar Association guligen kurevunu masekkatuge natija adi mi campaign ga beenun kurumang ekulawale fawa tafatu wasilettakaki USAID ge mali ehi teri kamayeku American Bar Association ge faratum sikundi corporation mi faratum tayyar koddifawa taketika mi fursat ga fahakko e farattaka hasa shukure dannawa mifada masekkate alun menna feshige midani tafatu gina farattake ge gina guna masekkettaka wagutta ekama hedavegen egotun mi campaign ga wara burako maseke kurevi alun menge department ge mozafunna court toge huriha media officer unna adives enum huriha mozafunna wara hasa shukure mi fursat ga dannawa alun ge wahakkolu nimmalum ge kurin adives effaharu mi rasmiyata wadan devva mi rasmiyat sharaferi koddevva kamattaka divi rajye ge uttama fandiyar honorable alustaz ahmad mutasim madnana warahasa shukure mi fursat ka dannawa judicial service commission ge nabraisa court ge fandiyarunna adi ehenihem befulum ves mi jalsa wadan alun menak wagutu heda koddevva kami alun menal libigenda ituru ufale ekamattaka huriha befulunna ihlas terikamak shukuru dannawa. Before concluding my remarks, I would also like to say a few words in English for our colleagues here. I would like to take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude and appreciation to USAID American Bar Association for their continuous partnership and relationship developed over the years with the judiciary of the Maldives. We look forward to further deepen this relationship, and we hope that the coming months and days we'll see further enrichments in our endeavor for judicial strengthening and access to justice initiatives. We do believe that partners such as USAID and ABA, among others, are definitely key in this work, and we hope to see more similar partnerships happening in the near future. Thank you once again. Alunge ummidaki miyadu mi launch kureve campaignaki alun menna kottaku masekkettaka gule maulumat for koddinumuga faseha ituru kantattake fahivegen daane campaignaka vum adi kottaga kankamuga kuriya daamvi gotuge furihama maulumat netumuge sawbun hidmen hoda farattakun ufulanje taklifa kommes minwarege halle libigendiu waraboda shukriya wassalamu alaikum.
Shukriya, Chief Judicial Administrator. Purya Dengmati, Mission Director for USAID Sri Lanka and Maldives, Mr. Gabriel Grau Getwafudekku.
I would now like to invite Mission Director for the USAID Sri Lanka and Maldives, Mr. Gabriel Grau, to deliver his remarks. Mission Director, Mr. Gabriel Grau.
If I could ask everyone to take a moment and just imagine a woman out in Formula with 3 children who, through a series of unfortunate circumstances, had to get a divorce. And through that divorce, she's seeking child support. She doesn't know where to turn or who to ask for help. Through the courts, she expects to receive the ability to realize her rights and the rights of her children. Through this project, we expect to try and increase that woman's ability and access to justice, to identify legal remedies, and then to facilitate the mechanisms to apply those legal remedies. This is how we ensure justice, this is how we ensure fairness, and ultimately, this is how we ensure a life of dignity for her and her children. Assalamu alaikum. Chief Guest, Honorable Chief Justice Al-Ustaz Mutasim, Chief Judicial Administrator, Supreme Court Justices, High Court Justices, judges, court staff, colleagues, and friends. I'm so grateful to be with you this evening. The United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, is really pleased to partner with the Department of Judicial Administration in its efforts to increase access to justice for all Maldivians. I'm pleased that we're able to support the department to develop and launch the Kurta Farita campaign and increase public's access to court information and expand access to justice. Access to justice is an integral part of the rule of law and an undeniable human right. Ensuring access to justice can take many forms. In this instance, it means knowing what tools and services are available and how to access them. It means knowing your rights and knowing how the Maldivian legal system works. USAID is committed to promoting the rule of law around the world. We recently launched an updated rule of law policy that emphasizes that the rule of law serves as the foundation of any democracy. It provides the guardrails for good governance and ultimately is the primary means to combat corruption. It also makes human rights, values, and norms actionable, enforceable, and realizable to all the members of society. I know that sounds like a lot of words, but the main premise here is that where there is rule of law, there are individuals, communities, and societies that will flourish. With this policy, USAID sets forth a new paradigm to its programming to advance the rule of law in partner countries. It's called people-centered justice. The concept places people, in this case Maldivian people, at the core of policies, processes, and practices that comprise together the legal system. We believe that the campaign launched today addresses one critical aspect of people-centered justice: awareness and understanding. That's actually 2 critical points if you were counting. That campaign will help people understand court services and processes, which will ultimately enable them to seek justice through the established systems that exist. At USAID, we are champions of inclusion, so I'm particularly proud to see that the Department of Judicial Administration has taken steps to promote inclusivity in this endeavor by including the campaign that would allow the campaign to touch all residents of the Maldives, and that includes people with disabilities. USAID has offered guidance on court management models and has facilitated access to LexisNexis, a legal research tool for all courts in the Maldives. We also help strengthen the professional development of judges and court staff, and in a country through the American Bar Association's Rule of Law program. And actually, I'd like to take a moment to also again congratulate the American Bar Association for the first Maldivian bar exam achieved last year. What a fantastic milestone that is indeed. Finally, USAID currently is supporting the Department of Judicial Administration to develop a policy paper and a training system for the use of mediation. Mediation specifically tailored to the Maldivian context, along with international best practices. Ultimately, that will reduce caseload, which is one of our objectives in partnership with you. As a development partner for the Maldives for more than 20 years now, at the very heart of our support and assistance are the people. We are committed to working with you for a stable and prosperous Maldives for years to come. Thank you for partnering with us and for making that a reality. Shukriya.
Thank you, Mission Director, Mr. Gabriel Brown.
Kuya Dengoti Mirasmiatage in Khas Daitam Ade Diviraje Gautam Fadiyar Honorable Al-Ustaz Ahmad Code of Conduct Public Outreach Campaign launched for the Rumai Mirasmiatage Bavirna Muhatapurava Wafru.
I would like to invite Honorable Chief Justice of the Maldives, Al-Ustaz Ahmad Mutasim Adnan, to launch the Code of Farida Public Outreach Campaign and address the participants of this ceremony. Honorable Chief Justice Al-Ustaz Ahmad Mutasim Adnan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ya hamda shukur kura. Ekalange fonovi ma Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya salawata salam devun edi dua kura. Emiha baverin assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Divehi rajyega fadiyarugen hunnata etaken etakke garunu vech fandiyaru mihaku hure e fandiyaru mihaku ade adul insaf qaim kurumge kankan kuriya gendawa adi dehrajyege eki rarashuka nabun tibbawa adi ebe fulumes adul insaf qaim ko shariatta kuriya gendawa shariattakun mihunge meduga dimawa eki masal taka husumettan hallu koddeva අලුගොන් මේ ෆුර්තම ගානු නසාසියේ මි ලිබුනි ඔනොස්තේක බත්තිරිස් වන ආහාර එෆහුම් ෆඩියාරුගේ ගෙනන් දෙෆාරෙක මත ඉහිගොත බදල් බමුස් ගොස්වාවේ එහෙන්නම වෙස් අබදු වෙස් අලුගොන් මෙන්න මි ෆෙනිගේ මිදියයි අදුල් ඉන්සාෆ් ගායිම් කුරුමුගේ කංකං දවලතුන් ඉන්තිසාම් කුරවෑගෙන් එකංකං කුරවමුන් ගෙන්දවා තම් මි ෆෙන්නමුන් දනි Mifahum irad kurevithi alugonda atolu tere eki rarrasha ziyare kurumge fursat libunu dekotun dekuna uturuge bayrarasha ziyare ko e rarrashuka huri court taka gos e court takga huri liyekiunta balalumge fursat libun ekotun mige haddiha addiha haruge kurige shariatta ves nimma fahurige fenunu wara furihameya liye tartib kurei fawani mahsar kurei fawani nimmi geves mioti engi fenna masalta nimumuga wara kuru defara demedu dimave wa masale ki kobakan e masala bellevi nabbe kale nuata gazi wani liuwafa efahum mihun gennawa emihunna kurevunu suwalta ves mihiri fenna liuwafa suwalta kuru alugonda mi report dakkiyumun fahak emme boda fahak kurevunu ekkamaki fandiyaru mihage gata genna mihuna suwal kurumun warat hedu bahun jawab difa waka e wara fahak kureve kame e zamanuka ves adi midennevi zaman take kurim ves demihun deterega dimafa mihunna masal taka halle genessa e hallu gennevi ge nabbe kalun wata gazin liuwa fe miharus alun me mikura masekkataki adlin safqaim kurum alun me mikura masekke mikurani hidumategge gota wara ikhlas teri kamaeku defaratun midakka wahakatan aha අලුගොන් මෙන් කුරිමති ගමිහුන්න ගානොන් තක්කි කොබෑතෝ බලා ඒ ගානොන් තක් එය තත්බීගු කො දෙෆරා දෙමෙත් උෆතිෆාවා හුසූමෙ නොත ඒ දවවාය හල්ලෙ මි හෝදාදෙනි ඉරාද් ක්‍රෙවිති මියදු අලුගොන් මෙන්න කෝට ෆරිතා mi hashtag ekkon mi fashagana uni waraves muhimmu masekkate mikamuga alugon mena ahiteri vedevvi huriha befulna wara ikhlas adi American Bar Association wara ikhlas ter kamaye shukur dannawan adi miya eku Department of Judicial Administration ekurevi masekkatuge agwes wazankon efarata wara ikhlas ter kamaye shukur dannawan Fandiyarukan kurairu emme muhimmu ekkamaka mivisna mijehe ekkamaki kootuge hidumen hodan anna farattaka e hidume taki kobakan engi lui faseha kamayeku e hidume libigatumuga hamajessan jehen intizamta hamajessuma adi efarattaka e mawlumatta foru koddinuma adi komme farataki furihamaya ade technical know-how ingeto ingres bahum bunakama wanya neti kotan annane faratta kama wative e faratta alugun men for kodden je ehi taka alugun men kiya den je kiya din taka ehi terikam for kodden je na ehi terikam for koddino alugun men mi kotun kura masekkateki kobakan kot ga hidume hodan anna faratta kan ingen je hene adi e faratta ka libene emme faseha luwi hallaki kobakan engi ekamuge beenu hifumuga alugon menna ehi teri weven emme bodu minwarakan ehi teri denje hene miyadu alugon menna eba fene by lawyeron ade pro bono kon by kahada khidmetta alugon menge eki farattaka koddebamun gendawa tan ekan alugon wara faahaga ko ikhlas der kamay ko farattaka wes shukuru dannawa adul insaf gaim kureveni huriha memmes ekuga masekke ko alugon me mikura masekkata ki zimma ka daru bodu insaf libene emmeha gottaka ki kobato bada emme ikhlas teri kamayeku saaf sida kon alugon menge kurimacha mi hushele masal takka hal hoda dinu mikamga irad kureviya mi feshe kota farta program ge dashun mi tayar kureve leaflet benflet adi mi ekeki mass media ya adi enomves ekeki wasiletta meduveriko mikura masekkatun fadatake libene kaman alugon hikuran adi alugon edeni Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ge wag fulay alugun me mikura masekkatuga baraka lebo wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah
shukriya uttam shari kuliya denwati mirasmiyas ge bavarige photo session emha hazirige sharafka tayyar kurefawa bilamir kolorme ಹೋಗೆ ಫಹದ್ಗ ಇಂತಿಜಾಮ್ ಕುರೆ ಫಾವಾ ವಾಹಕ ದನವ ಮಿ ರಸ್ಮಿಯತ್ ಕಾ ಬ್ಯಾಲ್ ವಡಾಜೆಂದಗಿ